It's interconference time for the New York Knicks as they travel to enemy territory looking for a win. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Curry can't get it to go. Knicks on offense. And it's Brunson missing. From the arc. And that's good. Stephen Curry for three.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Curry deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Brunson. Curry can't get it to go. Now the Knicks with it. It's a three-point game.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And a wide-open shot from Green. No good from outside. Here's Anunoby. Off target from outside. And stolen by Anunoby. Here's the three. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Santos. Pops in the layup for two.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
And another three for New York.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
For the three. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 6 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And the Warriors, another three.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Trying to contest size is probably wishful thinking.
To the paint. Here's Green. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Anunoby, good. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 12.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
And it's Brunson missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the Warriors, another three.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And it's the size and mobility of Town that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
Warriors leading by 3. Inside. Curry on the wing. From outside the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 18 points.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Towns the screen. To the middle. And the dunk by Towns.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Now here's Curry. 18 points for him. A three-pointer, no good.
You must think you got KD.
Bridges shot. Good.
You must think you got KD.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense.
You must think you got KD.
Where to be.
Green, the screen. And a deep three from Curry. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
And that one's good. Green.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Warriors lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
From deep, Brunson. The rebound by Dayton. The Warriors leading. They set the pick. Here he goes. The Knicks pull it in. Towns, high post. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. And Brunson comes to help. Payton in the corner. Back to Pajemski. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now here's Brunson.
Right here.
Brunson muscles through the contact.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Takes it inside. 2 points. That one goes.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Clarkson. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
On its way from Curry for 2. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
It's over with. Good game.
He was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
It's over with. Good game.
Pass to Santos. 5 on the clock. In by Porzingis. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And in the paint, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the foul.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Come get it, come get it.
Here's Clarkson. Porzingis with the block. Pass to Santos. Here's Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Pajemski. Down low. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Knicks trailed by 3. Brunson right side. Anunoby outside. Here's Hakordi.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Now Podziemski to the inside. Here's Yurtsevin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Bridges. Jacks up a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Outside for Curry. Stolen by Anunoby. For 3, Bridges. The three-pointer is right on target.
Pop that down, boy.
Bridges
Pop that down.
The 3 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, defensively, you just have to be better than that. You know he's a very good three-point shooter.
And so here is New York. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the Warriors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Anunoby. Hits it from 3-point
It's about
range.
over for you, boy.
Anunoby's got 12.
It's about over for you.
Got it off in time. And so it's the New York Knicks
Good game.
in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so here is New York. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Here's Brunson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside Curry. Out left to the wing. To the middle. Pulls up. Green. Golden State moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Curry, no good. New York leading by 8. Down low. Out to Bridges. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
And a deep 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And it's Towns penetrating. And the dunk by Towns.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Knicks making a change here. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple. New York leading by 12. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Steph, perfection from the arc.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter.
And on defense, Curry's quickness really pays off, able to stay all over the shooter.
They set the screen. And the Warriors, another 3.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Now, he has quickly piled up the points by stringing those threes together.
It's good from long range.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Curry with a wide open look. Another miss by Curry.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The Knicks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Free throw good. Hart. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Warriors trail by 13. Curry fires from way outside. Again, Curry missing. Shamet with it. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
You know what they came to see me. Never on my level, even if we in the same league.
The Knicks leading by 11. Pass to Towns. It's stolen by Green. Now Pajemski. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Good D, boy. Brunson.
Here's Hart.
Good D, Brunson. And good.
Hart,
Yes,
that's
let's
good.
go. Good game.
All-around game of Towns. Can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. Here's New York. On the wing, Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Here's Podziemski. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. The Warriors shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Free throw good. Podziemski. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Leading by 12. Towns wide open. From outside off the mark. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by Hart. Bridges for three. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
A capable shooter from all three levels, and Bridges with the smooth release.
Kept alive. Santos. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They kick it out to Green. Nobody near Milton. Offline with his 3. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so
You gotta
much
be
easier
quicker
to
than that.
score in transition.
Mikal. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Warriors trailed by 17. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Knicks with the rebound. Pass to Towns. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA. And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And Towns gets it to go.
And how about the confidence right there? Towns feeling like he can shoot whenever and wherever he wants.
Curry can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. Yeah, easy call.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Now here's Curry. Off target with his 3. For 3, Bridges doesn't go for him. Warriors trail by 19. From downtown, the shot by Curry, no good. And now the Knicks on the break. Anunoby has the open look. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here are the Warriors now. Green, the screen. And the basket by Curry.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Curry can't get it to go. Anunoby, a good look. Brunson with a clean look. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Curry's shot is good.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have picked a tier 2 team, bro.
Here in the fourth.
But y'all always switch it up. Every time I
Outside,
go tier 2, y'all change it to a tier 1 team. Try to leave me with a bum team.
Bridges deciding where
I
to
would have
go with
got
it.
I would have got Miami Heat. You would have got OKC Thunder last
Three-pointer.
time. So I just went
Draymond Green
tier
pulls it
1
in.
because that's what y'all be
And
doing.
that was
That's
almost
how I
a
be getting
block.
done on this
Still
game. Like,
did enough to
I
alter
would
the
have. I
shot.
swear to God.
He
I
didn't
swear to God, I wanted
quite
to play
get
with
a
Miami
hand
Heat,
on it, but he did enough
not
to
Orlando
affect
Magic.
the
I wasn't
miss.
gonna pick Orlando. I was gonna pick
Warriors
Miami.
trailed
I'm
by
like, nah, he
19.
gonna change it.
Curry outside. Rebounded by Hart. Here's Anunoby. Off with the layup. Outside Curry. And stolen by Hart. Brunson, that's a two-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. Fires the three. Drained from outside. New York takes timeout. They lead by 16.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
A different look for New York. Can't connect from long distance. Warriors trailed by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Knicks.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Karl Anthony Towns.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Wide open look. Green rips down the board. It's off.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Clarkson outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Now here's Curry. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Clarkson. And he hits from 17. 22 is their biggest lead. Shoots the three. Does not go. Shoots it up. So no problem for New York as they get the
Good
win.
game,
They
man.
came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never
Yes.
rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler. We are in Atlanta as the Hawks plan to take advantage of their home floor. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Pass to Lopez. Outside Leonard. Inside. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Fader on the way. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Basket counts.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Nobody near. Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Pass to Leonard. Here's the three. Leonard on the wing. Here's Garland. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Outside Leonard. This one for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Lopez has it in the corner. Back to Garland. And he drives in. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Dribble penetration is what Garland's all about, and he's a great decision maker on the move.
And here's McCollum for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 7 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Collins in the post. Kicks it out to Leonard. Stolen by Kispert. Pass to Okongwu. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And here's McCollum for three. And the three ball is good. McCollum's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hawks.
Well, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Now, here's Kispert. Nothing on the board. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Leonard from three. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Timeout.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Landale. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Alexander Walker. Count the basket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
On the wing, Mathurin. Back to Lopez. Shoots over Landale. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Rebound, Atlanta. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And here is Johnson. He's guarded by Collins. Latrey hits it from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Jones. No good on the shot.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He got into double digits for... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
You know, I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
They've done a very good job of controlling the pace. That usually leads to good things.
And just look at those numbers. What can't McCollum do?
Here's Leonard. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Johnson outside. And stolen by Leonard. Stolen by McCollum. Back to Kispert. Again, the Hawks score. The Clippers trail. Left side, Jones. Pass to Mathurin. Going inside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
Here's Leonard. Can't get it to fall. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Alexander Walker on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Los Angeles to the inside. Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Los Angeles on D. Drills the three-pointer. Kispert's got 5 points so far.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And it's Leonard missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Kispert. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Clippers leading. Leonard, that's for two. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, if you give him that much room, he's usually going to connect.
Mathurin attacking. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And you see that extra gear with Mathurin. Gets him to the rim in a blink.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Landale. And he dunks it down.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close. Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
The Hawks working the ball around. On the wing, Hield. Pass to Vincent. 5 to shoot. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Kuminga's got his first 3 points of the game. Takes it out to Leonard. The floater. Kawhi for 2.
Oh, great footwork there from Kawhi on that floater.
Pass to Landale. Outside, Kuminga. Now here's Hield. Picked by Kuminga. From deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Los Angeles leading by 3. Leonard on the wing. Back to Garland. Pass to Leonard. Right block shot. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Leonard's got 21 in the game. Hield. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots. Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Jones, no one around him. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Jones has got 10. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's Ricochet. And we've reached halftime in this one. Clippers ahead, up by 7. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. Lopez with the block. And it's Jones finishing it off.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Mathurin. Pass to Jones. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. To the middle. Kawhi Leonard battles for 2.
What strength from Leonard there. Not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
For the 3. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Back to McCollum. Kispert on the wing. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the contest. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense. Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Back to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Back to Leonard. Atlanta with the rebound. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Over in the corner, Mathurin. On the wing, Mathurin. Screen by Jones. Down low. Can't throw it down with one hand. The Hawks trail by 11. Alexander Walker. Offline with his 3. There's the line to the hoop. And then Jones with the jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Outside Leonard. Clears Leonard with the bucket in transition.
And smart of Garland to stay flexible, finding a teammate instead of forcing that one.
That one good for 2.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Outside Mathurin. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Garland. 5 on the clock. For 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Garland's got 7 points.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Here's Leonard. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Healed from outside. Kept alive. Johnson from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Garland, no good. Johnson in the corner. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Clippers have possession. Here's Garland. The wide open look here for Lopez. And the three off target. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And Kuminga gets it to go.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Garland with the bucket. 9 points for Darius Garland.
Oh, gritty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
Bounce pass, Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Landale. And he banks in the layup.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Garland with it. Now guarded by Hield. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Garland. And it's Rizichet with the rebound. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Landale. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Rizichet with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And it's sent back by Lopez. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Garland. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And the Clippers making a switch here. The Hawks trailed by 20. It's McCollum with the drive. And it's sent back by Lopez. Stolen by Kispert. Alexander Walker on the wing. Down it goes for 3. Clippers leading by 17. Leonard misses the 3. The 3 doesn't go. And so Garland will bring it up for the Clippers. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. From the arc. Another miss by Garland.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making their weak coverage pay.
And that's how you do it in transition. Get the ball ahead and let your finishers do the rest.
Now Lopez. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
A three-pointer. Good.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Rebounded by Kuminga.
What a contest. That looks like a guaranteed bucket.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing. Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Leonard.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Garland attacking. 6 on the shot clock. That one drops.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Collins outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Pelicans come into a Western Conference contest in this game. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one drops. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. It's hauled in by the Kings. To the middle. Sacramento moving it around. It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Jordan. And that one, good.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
DeRozan in the corner. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Achua. And here's DeRozan. Back to Achua. Touchdown by Achua.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Inside, Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got his second bucket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 4-point game. Right wing. A wide open look here for Fears. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Success from three-point range is going to be important for Fears. That'll take his game up a notch.
Pass to DeRozan. There's a screen by Achua. And it's blocked by Jordan. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
To the paint. It's hauled in by Achua. On offense, here are the Kings. They trail by 1. Pass to Clifford. It's stolen by Jones. To the inside. Here's Williamson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring. breakdown so far for the Pelicans.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. .144 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Achua. Back to Westbrook. To the paint. Trying to find Achua and gets it to him.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by New Orleans.
Murray outside. Back to Looney. In the corner, Murray with it. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Looney. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And here's Westbrook. He's covered by Murray. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
On the wing. The kick out to Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. And he drives in. Pass to Clifford. Launches it. Pelicans with the rebound. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Poole with no one around. And the three ball is good.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Puts it up from 7. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. 6 points for him.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
Pass to Jones. Here's Matkovic. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Matkovic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans. Back to Westbrook. They set the pick. For Murray. Tries again. Achua, no good. Here's Matkovic to the middle. On the wing, Murray. Second chance shot. That one's not going to go.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Now DeRozan. Still without a basket. It's good from about 19 feet.
And you've seen the growth in DeRozan as a ball handler. They're making the right decision in the pick and roll.
The Kings trail by 9. Jordan with the rebound. Here's Matkovic. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Now here's DeRozan. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Pass to Murray. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Pounding it in the paint there. Murray doing it all.
And Jones pulls it down. Pelicans leading by 11. And Murray, here we go.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
They set the pick. Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
No good from Jordan. Right side to Rosen. The kick out to Westbrook. Murray with the defensive effort. And the Pelicans with the possession. New Orleans moving it around.
Come get it, come get it.
1:05 left here in the second. 6 to shoot. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
And the rare 3 from Williamson. What a confidence booster that could be.
Down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, the combination of quickness and size for Williamson is downright scary. Zion is a handful on the bounce with any kind of momentum.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. The Kings trail by 12. Dunk by Achua.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Murray outside. Back to Williamson. And he can't jam it through. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. To the paint. Here's Queen. And he lays it straight in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Pass to McDermott. Now, here's Monk to the inside. The kick out to Westbrook. Inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Westbrook. Good work there as it goes. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
Clever play call by Westbrook, making the right move at the right time to bust up the D and get that shot.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Fears with it. And there's the drive. Off on the layup. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Sacramento. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
It's deflected. And stolen by Bay. Here's Looney. That one goes in. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
And the key is attacking before the defense gets set.
Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Well, nice touch from Fears inside, showing that blend of skill and athletic ability scouts like so much.
Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Looney. Now Fears. They set the screen. Back to Looney. That's tipped. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. And finished off by McDermott.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
The shot by Looney, no good. The Kings trailed by 5. In the corner, it's McDermott. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. The Pelicans have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. DeRozan, that's good.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
And Misi throws it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's DeRozan, and the Kings check on 2 more.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
There's the pick to the middle. Here's Queen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Queen's got 7 now in this quarter.
I know Poole was looking for his shot, but he's smart and makes the right pass instead.
Here's Fears. Good on the triple. And now it's an 11-point Pelican lead. Outside Westbrook. Back to Monk. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Pocket 6. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And Misi throws it down.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset. Get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Clifford. It's hauled in by Queen. The three from Poole. Doesn't go that time. 1 for 3. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Here's Jordan, and the layup's good off the glass.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Westbrook from down in the low post. It goes. New Orleans leading by 9. Here's Murray. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. And here is Achua. Lets it go from the wing. The putback. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Murray right side. And he converts the layup.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And that one is good. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Here's Westbrook. Jordan knocks it away.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
To the paint. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
Here's Jordan. No good. And here's the fast break. DeRozan fires.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Williamson, the putback. Murray right side. And he hits from 17.
So effective from the mid-range. Can't give Murray room to get that one off.
DeRozan puts it up from 7. Got it!
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Jones. Williamson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Murray. What a finesse finish on the way-in.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Not that time. It won't go. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Pelicans leading by 17.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for DeAndre Jordan.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Here's the screen. Here's DeRozan. Outside Westbrook. Driving inside. Off the glass. Williamson outside. And finished off by Williamson.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
That's a tough break there. If there has any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Kings. There's a screen by Achua. Westbrook with a wide open look. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Williamson. Missed. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and
We're all set to bring you NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Now, here's Garland. Back to Collins. And Leonard has it in the corner. Sinks the triple.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Here's Iguodaro. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Booker. Going inside. Off with the layup. Pass to Dunn. Back to Collins. Leonard looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the turnaround Jay. It's hauled in by Coffey. To the paint. Here's Iguodaro.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Lopez outside. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the inside. Collins. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, John Collins has a rangy build, so he has multiple ways to get points inside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Drops in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Shots good by Booker.
The 3 at the other end lit a fire under Booker. He wanted to get those right back.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Lopez outside. Pass to Dunn. Collins wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Collins has got 7 points in the game. Booker looking around. To the middle. Outside, O'Neal. Inside. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Booker. He's got 11. Screen by O'Neal. Pass to Iguodaro. Shot clock at 5. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
No one covering. He's got 11.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Well, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good from Lopez.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Down low. Here's Iguodala. To the paint. Here's Booker. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Dunn. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. The wide open look here for Lopez. Knocks down the three ball. Lopez has got 6.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
And we've seen some great scorers come into the league, but Green looks elite. Both the physical gifts and that fearless approach.
The Suns making a switch here. Both free throws good from Green. Clippers leading by 6. Outside Collins. Driving in. Leonard with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Inside, Collins. Pass to Leonard. Goes back up. That's short off the rim. Suns trail by 9. There's Green with the 3. Connects from three-point range. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Pass to Collins. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now, here's Goodwin. Over in the corner, Green. Here's Fleming. Plays it up and banks it in.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
That's great.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Gillespie. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Collins. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's Green. Rebounded by Jackson. Los Angeles leading by 8. To the inside. And Green slams it in.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. It's a handout. Here's Mathurin. And Bogdanovich now top the key. Count that one. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Green deciding where to go with it. Drills it from outside. Green's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Suns.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And it's Bogdanovich again missing. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And the basket by Jones.
A little playmaking there from Collins. Nice to see him setting others up.
Here's Gillespie. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Jackson. It's Jones on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead. Here's Dunn. And the rejection by Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Phoenix with the ball. Pass to Fleming. Back to Allen. There's the screen. Driving the lane. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing here by 8.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Booker outside. Those three-pointers off the mark. So it's the Clippers now. Here's Mathurin. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Iguodala. Here's O'Neal. Kicks it out to Booker. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And now the Clippers on the break. Now Jackson. Guarded by O'Neal. A steal. Here's Iguodala. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Phoenix, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Down low. Here's Iguodala. The layup off target. Clippers leading by 10. Inside. Here's Collins. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, when the jumper is falling for Collins, it's a good sign for this offense.
Drains the three-pointer.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Mathurin, good. And the Clippers lead by 11.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
They set the screen. And here's Booker from the arc. Off the mark for the 4th time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Kick it out. What's the roll?
And stolen by Dunn. To the inside. Back to Mathurin. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. On the wing, Jackson. From outside the arc. And it's Mathurin missing. Suns trail by 13. And here's Booker from the arc. And Jones pulls it down. Outside Mathurin. Shot from the wing. Again, the Clippers.
Mathurin comfortable there from the mid-range.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And stolen by Leonard. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got 5.
That's a go-to shot for Bogdanovich. He's so confident pulling the trigger.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Malowacz. Phoenix no good that time either. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-3 run. Batum, the screen. And Leonard gets it to go.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Fades back. That's his 5th miss of the game. He has made 6 of his 11 shots. Allen with the ball. Leonard picks him up. .44 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Gillespie. And again, it's the Suns missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
To the paint. Here's Malowacz. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Garland way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Garland got his first 3 points of the game. Allen. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. We'll see the Houston Rockets facing the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
So fluid pulling up to shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
Now, here is Irving. Mobley outside. Pass to James. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. The shot's good from Smith.
And you see how fast Smith leaks out. He loves running in the open floor.
In the corner, it's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Durant for three. Mobley with the rebound. Outside Irving. On the wing, Irving. Mobley right side. Traps in the tray.
I like this wrinkle. Put LeBron off the ball and then make a play for him.
KD, that's for two. Pass to Smith. Houston moving the ball around. Inside. In the corner, Şengün with it. Smith on the wing. 4 on the clock. Over Love. And it's Smith missing. LeBron James on the wing. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. The three. That falls. Great assist by Love. James has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Cavs.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Mobley is screen. Launches it. And another three for Cleveland.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Eason. Outside, KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. Covered by Mitchell. Thompson with the bucket. 1:56 left in the first. Here's Mobley. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Rockets trailed by 4. Durant in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Down low. It's stolen by Smith. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The three from KD. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. For 3, Love sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Ooh, that was deep, even for K-Love.
Right side, Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. KD's got 5 now.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple. Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Again, Durant missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. And Mitchell gets it to go.
The speed of that first step is just what makes Mitchell so difficult to contain.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. And Durant, here we go. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Here's James. And he drops it in from the low post. 11 points in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Back to Mobley. Kicks it out to Love. Pass to Irving. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Smith outside. Now Eason. He's covered by Irving. Outside Durant. Screen by Şengün. Durant brings it from distance.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Outside James. Mitchell looking it over. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Rockets trail by 7. Now Shepherd to the middle. Here's Capella. Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against. He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
They kick it out to Green. Green, the screen, to the inside. And a wide open look for Capella. And it's off from three-point range. Left side, Love. Step back shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs. To the paint. Okogie. Count it. Good.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
LeBron outside. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And the passing instincts of James are just unreal. He has that great sense for when and where to send the ball.
The kick out to Irving. The tray. Mobley. Great positioning on the putback.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
And finished off by Shepherd.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
A nice shot by Irving.
Intelligent play by Kyrie. He knows the pick and roll gets him some better options.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And LeBron throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Rockets trailed by 17. Outside, KD. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
At 6'9" with that 7'2" wingspan, Nance gives you good size, and we know how explosive he is athletically.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense. Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Driving inside. Cleveland moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing. It's a handout. And it's Russell with that extra effort. Russell's got 5 points so far.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And so it's Cleveland with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this team to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Thompson with the rebound. Rockets trailed by 18. Durant hand delivers the transition bucket.
That range, though, for a near 7-footer, KD is so unique.
To the wing right side. And it's Russell missing. And here are the Rockets. Floats one. Nance gets the rebound. Pass to Garland. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up and he will put it down and quick.
They grab their own miss. Now Easton. Smith on the wing. Houston needs to get a shot off. The deep three from Durant. Again, Durant missing. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Mitchell wide open. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Excellent outlet pass, helping to make transition opportunities like this easier.
Doherty, the screen. Shoots. The putback. Thompson with the rebound. Rockets trail by 15. And an intentional foul right there for the Cavaliers. On defense, Cleveland. Mobley with the block. Here's Irving. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Irving's got 9.
From mid-range, Irving is so consistent. He can hit that shot whenever he needs to.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. So for the Rockets. In the corner, Finney Smith with it. The Rockets with another miss. Cleveland leading by 17. Irving double team. Pass to Love. The kick out to Irving. Over Finney-Smith. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Shepard. Drains the three-pointer. He has 5.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Out to the right wing. Outside, Green. Green, the screen. In the corner, it's Capella. Pass to Shepard. Back to Capella. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Irving looking for an opening. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Kicks it out to James. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
The Rockets with another miss. Here's Irving. Good in the
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks facing the Houston Rockets.
Well, Luka not forcing his way inside, just taking that mid-range shot because that's what the defense offered up to him.
It's tipped. Shoots. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Picked by Smith. Misses the layup. About a minute played here so far in the first. And, yep, it's good.
That beautiful touch from Dirk Nowitzki. So confident in that mid-range.
Pass to Eason. The kick to Durant. Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Nowitzki. The fadeaway. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Nowitzki's gotten his second bucket of the game.
No one there to contest. Didn't really need the fade.
He gets it in there.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Pass to Donaldson. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Nowitzki, that one's good. Nowitzki's got 7 points.
This is the value of having those stretch bigs. Very hard to contest that jumper.
And that one's good by Durant.
How competitive is Kevin Durant? You make a three, I'll make one right in your eye.
And that one drops. He's got 9.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Doncic after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Fades. No good off the glass. The Rockets trail. The three, Durant. And Houston, another three.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Eason, good.
That's the ability to see the game a step forward. Durant has it and makes his teammate look good.
Down low. Şengün with a double team. To the paint. Here's Donaldson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Man, the defender really went after him.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Here's Nowitzki. Another one falls for Dallas.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter here. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Smith. And a missed layup. It's tipped. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Oh, there's the block. They get it back. On the wing, Durant. 12 points for him. Another shot. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Pass to Donaldson. Here's Blackman. Pure from three-point range. And it's a tie ball game.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Here's Doncic. It's good from the top of the key. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, Luka decides when he wants to get into the rise and fire. That pull-up game on point.
Here's Capella. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he's good on the second. Dallas leading by 3. Here's Mashburn. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, Luka, just a preternatural gift for finding the open man. What a pass.
Fires in the triple. Shepard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Doncic outside. And again, it's Dallas.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
Chandler. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Rockets trail by 4. Durant draws the double. Thompson outside. Buries it down low.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Thompson with a steal. Here's Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Durant's got 14 points. Here's Dallas now. Pass to Nowitzki. And Smith over to help. Here's Mashburn. Here's Nowitzki. 13 points in the game. It's not going to go for him. To the inside. Here's Şengün. Soft touch off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 2.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Here's Kidd. He's scoreless. Pass to Terry. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3.
Yeah, really good passer for his size. Chandler always keeps his head up, looking for opportunities to help his team.
And it's slammed in by Durant. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And Smith over to help. Here's Terry. Shot clock at 6. Another 3 for Dallas.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Yep, count it. Terry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, no one is blocking that shot. Excellent use of the floater.
Thompson scanning the floor. Inside. Outside Durant. The rebound by Chandler. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Nowitzki. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Nowitzki's got 15.
Yeah, does it again. Dirk teaching a class tonight on the art of scoring. Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Here's Nowitzki. And again, it's Dallas.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Got a piece of it.
But tremendous instincts and great position. Chandler scoping that one the entire way.
Here's Nowitzki. He's got 17. Shoots over Şengün. Another one falls for Dallas.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
And so it's Dallas closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Green. Here's Shepherd. Houston working the ball around. 5 to shoot. And he drives in. Here's Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's the pick. Doncic outside. The 3. Okogie pulls down the board.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
To the inside. To the wing on the left. Pass to Terry. Here's Nowitzki. He's got 19. Rebounded by Green. Here's Okogie. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Okogie's got his first bucket in this one. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Here's Donaldson. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, Luka Doncic keeping the defense honest by creating for his teammates. Pretty.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Dallas making a change here. The Rockets trail. Now Capella. He's got 5. Here's Shepherd. Drops in the layup for 2. Shepherd's got 7 points.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepherd is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
And here's Doncic outside. From way back there, Luka.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
It's stolen away. And now the Mavs on the run. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Lets it fly. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead. Here's Okogie. Here's Capella. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. And here's Doncic outside. They set the screen. It's hauled in by Houston. He's got a clear path. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, it's all about heart and hustle. Okogie gets out in transition. That's a nice finish.
Out to the wing. Here's Blackman. Okogie pulls down the board. So it's the Rockets now. Trailing by 2.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing. Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Outside, Finney-Smith. Green, a screen. It's Finney-Smith with the drive. And it's Green missing. The Mavericks lead by 5. Here's Blackman. The quick look, no good that time. So it's the Rockets now. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Doncic pulls down the board. Here's Mashburn. They get it again. Kicks it to Doncic. Down low. Just 5 to shoot. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. And Dallas calls time here. Now a timeout called by Dallas.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And Dallas calls time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. That's tipped, but it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Shepard.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Gets it off. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Dallas on top. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Mavericks call timeout. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Mavericks was getting across in their huddle. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Thompson with a steal. Smith outside. Yep, that one's good.
Yeah, so smart to go to a shooter to finish the fast break. And coach has to like seeing Smith hustle to complete the play.
Pass to Donaldson. Here's Aguirre. Guarded by Durant. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. How about the length and explosiveness? I mean, Smith knows how to ignite a crowd.
Over to the wing. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To take the lead. Durant earning those 2 points.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Sengun with with a double team. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Boy, Kevin Durant, the quick release and from distance.
Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Doncic. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Fade away. Shot clock at 5.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Outside Durant. They double team Durant. Here's Thompson. Outside Durant. He launches. No good.
Oh, tough rebound for the big fella, but that is his job, folks.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Now Doncic. For 3. Another chance. The 15-footer. Şengün pulls it down. Houston in the lead. Durant surveying the D. Oh, the shot is off. And so it's Dallas with it. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Oh, he missed the jumper. And here's Durant to bring it up to the Rockets. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. He wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. They double-team Durant. Oh, they get a hand on it. A minute 31 left in the fourth. Jabari Smith. It's good from beyond the arc.
When you need a hoop, Smith is a great option. Tall with the ability to hit a 3 or penetrate.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic outside. Doncic finds his opening on the inside.
Yeah, Luka Doncic, one of the few guys you want handling the ball in crunch time.
Here's Şengün. Outside Durant. They double-team Durant. Now Thompson. 6 to shoot. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space. They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
First free throw is good. And that puts them up 5. And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, to step to the line with confidence, and this young man delivers. Nicely done.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call clutch free throws, and he shuts the door on this basketball game. Great job.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. They trail by 5. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Oh, the long ball, no good. And so it's Houston winning this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.